if you're ready. I'm filming.
Is it okay? Hello. Today we are going to be opening some of the newest set, Zendikar Rising. I was talking to my younger brother here and told him I had some stuff to open up, and we figured, hey, why not, film it? He's got some equipment. So here we are. We got 2 packs of the collector boosters. These are a little pricey, and normally I, really wouldn't buy those, but I've been playing Magic with my younger brother here for about almost 20 years now. So, I figured why not, check it out and see if we can find something cool in there. But otherwise, we'll save these for last. So these will be the at the very end. And then we have this. I don't have a sharp knife at all.
Action.
All right, we're back with the sharp knife, and I'm not sure exactly how sharp it is, but it should be able to cut through plastic. There we go. And we're cracking in. So one of the worst parts about doing this is all the extra garbage that you get. Maybe someday they'll just have 2,000 cards without any, all just right there for you in one box. Alright, so this will be for the end too, and we'll save that for later. And the boosters, there they are. Alright, so starting off, we'll make 3 piles here, like they were. And they're not too organized, but they don't have to be. That's fine. Alright, so I'm not going to take too much time to detail each pack, but we're definitely going to highlight when something comes up that I would like to talk about. Okay, to start, we have one of the blank cards for the double-sided ones. And then we go in. Love these lands, they're awesome. Alright, Inscription of Insight, that's pretty good. These, I don't think anyone's using them, but I'm pretty sure they have a place in there. And that should be about it. We'll stack those there. Let's see, pack 2. Ooh, foil. That's good. Got Zareth San, the Trickster.
What's that blank card?
This would be for any of the double-faced card, or,
Oh, yep, like that card.
like that. So you wouldn't want that in your unsleeved deck. So
I see, yeah, that's like a substitute
right.
for that card.
So it's basically just filler. And then we got another cool land. Foil. Oddly enough, 2 of those vine guys in a row. Alright, let's see if we can pick up something awesome here. Ooh, that's a pretty good one there. And we got some alt art on that. Not bad. Oh, that's good. There's our foil rare. Pretty sure that's seeing some play in Modern and some Standard. This is in the Death and Taxes deck, which looks kind of scary and cheap as far as the
Move it down a
ranking it
little bit.
gets.
Right, up a little bit.
if the camera can see that all that well.
Yeah, I just.
And here is one of the double face lands. So in this set, sometimes in Magic the Gathering, you'll get a land that can produce 2 colors or 3 colors or all 5. The new way that they're trying to do it here in this set is you get to choose what color the land will produce rather than it producing both with no drawback. So the only drawback would be is once you pick, you can't get the other color back. So that can be very handy, but at the same time, you wouldn't have the choice between the 2 colors until only before you cast it. No good uncommons here. Throw those down. And make sure everything's nice here. If anything special pops up, we'll find a nice spot for it, hopefully. I can go out of there. Alright. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Turns into a land. And not much from there. Not sure what this one does. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the battlefield. And all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from all graveyards. That could be good, but it's a little expensive. Not sure if you're going to see that too much when you're playing. And a token, nice. It's another foil. Ooh, another foil rare. Check that out. That's kind of lucky. And a Myriad Construct. Cool. Okay, so that's 2, almost back-to-back, 2 foil rares there. A little weird, but we'll see how this keeps going here. Come on, Mythic. We haven't seen a single Mythic yet. Let's see. Oh, there it is. That's a really good Mythic in this set. Pretty sure it has a pretty darn good price, too. Forsaken Monument. We shall forever roam. A picture of like a really old guy saying that. We'll put that up there. And those go back there. Nice card. I kind of guessed it would be a Mythic because I knew we weren't really getting anywhere with them. Okay. Cat token, Glasspool Mimic. Not a bad card, but oh, it becomes a rogue. Well, why would it need to be a rogue if it's... Oh, it's not a changeling. Never mind. I'm confusing myself. Shapeshifter rogue. Moving forward. We're almost 1/3 through. Another foil. And a Nighthawk. This kind of... yeah, that could get really strong. Another foil. Getting a lot of foils in this. Roiling Vortex. Really strong in mono red aggro. Another foil. What's going on with this? This is a very, very good card. It's another pricey one, I think. Yep, that definitely is one of the really good ones. I can't tell you exactly how much that would be, but I know it's up there. And the Skyclave Relic, very nice. This makes copies of itself when you kick it. So for the price of 2 of them, you get 3 is the way that it works. And moving forward, I'm going to try to go a little bit faster here because I'm sure we don't want to sit here for an hour and a half and watch me stare at the... Oh, that's a good one right there. Okay. So that'll be Shatter Skull. Spell does quite a bit of damage. We'll go here. Alright, let's see what we get in this one. Swarm Shambler. I don't think I even read this one yet. Enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it becomes a target of a spell or ability, create an insect. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, moving forward. Not sure what that guy is. It's a cleric. When he or another cleric dies, return a cleric with lesser converted mana cost to the battlefield, straight out of the graveyard. Nice. Legion Angel. I haven't read this one either. This is new to me. Oh, wow. Normally they do that with commons. I don't see why they did that with a rare. About halfway through. Oh, nice. Alternate art on the Scoot Swarm. This guy is kind of nuts. He will spit out insects every time you play a land. But once you have 6 or more lands, he'll actually create copies of himself that will all each create copies of themselves. It's a mouthful to read, so...
Very prolific.
Yes, prolific. It's very prolific. And I think a lot of the standard decks are kind of going off the wall with this card right now. It's really good. Lithoforming. That would be very, very good for a landfall. You get rid of any amount of lands and get that many back. Is it basic? Oh, you draw that many cards. I see. Okay, so it's kind of a gamble, but it could be worth it. And what could this be? Oh. Alright, another double land. Pretty cool. Another foil. I was talking about how many foils we were getting, and then we stopped getting them, so I jinxed myself. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's see this one. Might need a couple more mythics here. It's a foil island. Okay, that guy's a kicker guy. He'll copy your kicked spells. Which is pretty good. 2 lands there. Got a few more to go. A Chronicler. I don't think that sees much play at all, if any. So that's just a Plains pack. Woo! Alright, Inscription of Ruin. That could be good someday. We'll have to wait and see. So it's oddly enough, a card could come out and be overlooked upon release and be worth 50 cents, but then down the road the demand skyrockets because something else.
That last one up.
Well, this one here?
Yep.
Hold on. As I was saying, sometimes when a set first comes out, the cards will be worth, about $1, and then later on another one will come out that, works well with that card, and then the price will just go through the roof. I've seen it happen plenty of times. I'm not saying this one's specific, but these ones kind of remind me of the commands and, like cryptic command. It's not the same, clearly, but it's kind of the same feel where you have options, and those cards tend to do better.
Have more options for combos later.
Right, something could work with that, but we'll have to just wait and see. It's one of those things. Okay, copy token. I gotta fix these lands here. This could be a disaster waiting to happen. Those lands are spilling over into the mythic zone and can barely reach this stuff over here. I need longer arms. There we go. It's all fixed, all better. Alright, into the next pack. Felidar Retreat. Pretty darn good landfall card there. So it gives you the option to give all your creatures vigilance and put a 1/1 counter on them whenever you get a land or create another creature. A few more packs to go. Almost a two-thirds through. Magmatic Channeler. That's a good one there. The Paragon. Every single part of a party. So, party chick. And not to be confused with being every single part of a party, but it can be one part. It'll take one role. So you can't complete your party by having one of these, but you could by having 4.
What's the party?
It's they're like saying something about Dungeons and Dragons, how they're making like a reference to it with the party mechanic. Basically, you can have up to 4 creature types in your party, and each creature can represent one of those roles: cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. And a lot of cards will synergize and give you a buff around whether or not you have a full party or how many pieces of the party you have.
It's like a new rule they're adding?
It's
Or is it kind of
I'll bring up a card here that
Okay.
you'll be able to see it. Hold on.
Because I never heard of that. Sounds really interesting.
Let's see. Let me find one. No, I'm not 100% sure that we even have one here. In the rares, at least. So it'll say something along the lines of this spell will cost 1 less to cast for each creature type in your party. So if you have a rogue and a cleric, it'll cost 2 less. Or it'll say something like it'll do 1 more damage, for instance. I'm not sure if there's actually a card like that, but 1 more damage for each part of the party. And then there's other ones, I think some of the rares, they'll say if you have a complete party, it'll give you another additional effect. So it could end up being really good. Moving forward, let's see. Ooh, a Planeswalker. Nice. That's Jace the Mirror Mage. If you kick this Planeswalker, he will make a copy of himself, which is pretty cool. The combo I heard is you kick it, and then you scry, and then you draw with the other one, which is not real exciting, but I'm sure it can be very useful. And we'll put him here. Only a few left, and then we move on to the box topper and the collector boosters. Ooh, Ancient Green Warden. That's a pretty darn good one, I think. Yeah. So you can play lands from your graveyard. He has reach. And if a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it'll trigger an additional time. So that sounds to me like double tap on landfall, which would be almost unstoppable with all the new cards that just came out. And a foil, those 3. A couple more packs left. We're stacking them up here. Oh, Lotus Cobra. I really wanted to get that one. This is a reprint from one of the older Zendikar sets. And so normally when you have a land enter the battlefield, you get 1 more mana for that turn. But this kind of gives you a little bonus. You get an extra mana to use. Or sometimes your land will come into play tapped. This will compensate for that. So it's a very good card. I'm sure most of the people that see this video will already know, but might as well talk about it a little bit. And another foil, Nimble Trap Finder. So he's one of the party guys. Can't be blocked if you had another cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard enter the battlefield under your control this turn. And he has a full party end of it. The beginning of combat, if you have a full party, creatures you control gain when this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Nice. Linvala. They just made another one of these, I guess. That is another party card, too. If you have a full party, choose target non-land permanent opponent controls. Till your next turn, it can't attack or block, and the abilities can't be activated. And then you can sacrifice her and give everything hexproof or indestructible. Pretty cool. 4 packs left. We're winding down to the bottom of the box. Let's hope we can get something worthwhile like that. It is a full art double-sided land. I like that one. That's cool.
Pretty.
Yeah. Alright, I'll hold it up in a second so you can see it better. It is very beautiful. A lot of these, they really put a lot of time into it, and you can tell. That's what I like about Magic. They have good art and good flavor text on some of the cards. It's very cool looking. Oh no, it's gone. We'll have a glide. Yeah, I don't know if I would be flying a hang glider over lava like that. I mean, it's the water's scary enough.
You'd think the hang glider would burn.
Well, it would definitely warm up. It might be like a fire retardant hang
Obviously, you
glider,
never
but
heard the story of Icarus.
yeah, it might actually be Icarus. I'm not sure what that guy is thinking, but he should be away from lava, no matter what you're gliding on. I don't know, but he's brave and he's probably a hero, so we'll give him that.
Whoever he is, he lets you pick blue or red.
And a foil. Ooh, it's a foil alt art. That's kind of cool looking.
Pissed off ox.
He does look a little angry, you're right. I'm just gonna play King of the Hill with you on the mountain. Oh. And the squad commander, another party card. Create creature tokens for each creature in your party. If you can get combat, if you have full, creatures get indestructible. That could be really strong. I like that one. This one I'm gonna show real quickly. Ends up being pretty strong in modern, because there are a few 2-drop planeswalkers and creatures that it can deal with for just 1 mana, and that ends up being important. Then you can convert it over to destroy any target creature or planeswalker for just a couple extra mana. So I see that ending up being worth a little bit more than what it is now. Two packs left. Let's see what we can get here. Angel of Destiny, another mythic. This one will allow you to win the game. Or, no, wait. Okay, so it'll force your opponent to just lose the game outright if you have a certain amount of life. That's kind of cool.
How does that work if like you have like the Platinum Angel or something, and someone else has like a conditional win card?
If you have something like that out, then if something tells you you lose the game, you can't lose the game because the card states that you can't and it's still in play. So something like this would not work.
So basically, Platinum Angel cancels out all conditional win cards.
Right, it'll say you can't lose the game.
Your opponents can't win the game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this guy has 6 wings. That must mean he's a high-ranking angel, because I think you grow extra wings when you're really good at being an angel. That's my guess. And the last pack. Let's see what we get before we open the box topper. A Sphinx. Nice way to close it. I really like all these full art lands that they give you from these sets. Alright, so going back over it, we got 1 Planeswalker, a Monument, which I'm pretty sure is worth quite a bit, and then the 2 foil rares, and a few really good rares here. Yeah, a few alt art ones. That's always good. You know, you'll end up getting like 3 or 4 of the alt arts if you get one of these boxes. But all in all, that was a pretty darn good box on its own. I would have to tally up how much each card was worth to see if we actually, came out on top of the price that we paid for it. So maybe I'll do that in a little bit and add it into the video. For now, we got the topper. A lot of people are excited about these because they brought back some lands that were in need of a reprint. But they didn't do it in a way where there would be enough for it to actually drop the price. They just made like really cool alternate art versions of them. So let's see if we get one of those.
want to be careful opening that one.
Well, it could be worth a lot, but it is just like a non-foil. I was careful enough. And the big reveal, what is it? Oh, Valakut. That's from the first set, and it's a mythic. That's a really, really good one there. Well, not the first. It's the first Zendikar set, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but they released a bunch of really kind of like the way that they did it with these ones. So they released mythic lands that had an additional ability on them. So this one basically casts a lightning bolt if you have 5 other mountains out whenever a mountain enters. So that is actually very strong. And then this one, so for the newer ones this time around, they have the modal two-face card. So when it's in your hand, it's a spell, and then you have the option, like let's say it's the beginning of the game and you don't have any red mana and you're like, well, this isn't doing me any good, I'll play it as a red mana. That's what makes these so good. And then if you draw it later in the game, you can use it like this. So this is basically the old version of their special lands from the first set, and this is the new one. Cool beans. All right, it's the grand finale. We just finished opening the box and the box topper. We got some pretty darn good pulls. As far as, non-financial value, I was really happy to see this card. As far as, prices aside and all that. This is a really, really cool card from way back in the day. And I really like the artwork and everything that they did for that one. So I'm happy that I got that. All right, going forward, let's start with one of these collector boosters. Now, these are a little pricier, so, 9 times out of 10, you won't really have the money to get them. But if you do, you're in for a treat because they should be all foil just about. So starting up front with the commons. Alright. Some pretty cool ones. If I see a really nice looking foil, I'll make sure to stop and show the camera because some of them can be very captivating. Like this, for instance. They definitely do a good job on these. And everybody loves to have a bunch of spicy, full art foil lands in their deck while they're playing, because the normal ones get a little boring. Alright, starting off, this one is a borderless core cleric. Now, I don't think he's one of the better ones, but, the borderless art makes him a little bit more catchy. Oh, foil Skyclave Apparition. That could be worth something. I could also be wrong, but that could be something right there. I know for sure that card is very, very powerful. Because normally when you exile another creature or permanent with one of your creatures, when the creature leaves play, your opponent gets the card back. The difference with this one is they get a spirit token, or illusion token, rather, instead of getting the actual card back. So it does effectively exile their card, but they will get compensated when this leaves play. So that is a very nice pull there. I'm happy with that. So now we got some showcasey ones here. Ooh, Ruin Crab. I love to see that. They had, now I'm not sure what the wording is. Each opponent mills 3. I think the old one said target opponent mills 3. So this is, I would want to say a step up. It might not be because you can't target yourself. But in Modern, having 8 copies of those would definitely do some damage. Now that's a cool one. So at this point we have 2 rares. One of them's foil, and then we got this guy. He is a lot like that one from the last set. I forgot what his name is. But he does the same thing. He creates a bunch of plants when he comes out equal to your lands. Yeah, this guy's kind of a dumbed down version. He's more expensive. Oh, wait, no, he's not more expensive. Either way, this is a nice card, and I like the artwork on it. He's glowing. He's definitely green. Okay, well, now we got a foil there. So that's a foil alt art. And Archon of Emeria, full art foil. That looks really nice. I like that. So oddly enough, we got two of the cards from the box. These two. And like I was saying, these, I believe, are staples in the Death and Taxes. There's basically mono white control in modern and in standard. See, this one, yeah, non-basics entering tapped is pretty good. Yeah, those are both really nice. Okay, that was pack one. Let's see where we go from there. It could get better, it could get worse. You never know. Some shiny commons. Shiny uncommons. And our first rare. So it looks like we got two of the same foil planes here. Alright, so gotta make sure this is all in order here. First rare, Throne of McKindy. It doesn't look too exciting, but I like the artwork on it. Makes it seems like you're going into like some kind of scary underground thing where you're never going to come back out. And foil serpent. So that guy is for the kicker decks. I've seen it used in standard. It's a pretty good guy. And a squid. Got the showcase squid. Really pretty coloring on there. It's just allowed to attack when you play a land, as far as I know. Yeah, that's not real exciting, but it's exciting enough. And the Hellhound. Moving forward. Ooh, nice. Alternate art Cobra. So that's another one we got from the box. Very, very pretty. Almost looks a little cartoony, but I mean, for all the colors you get with that, I think it's worthwhile. And the final card. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's not the final card. Alright, Shatter Skull Charger for the full art. Don't know much about that card, but it's pretty good on its own. Trample Haste 4/3. So cool, and that's all the packs. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm glad I decided to sit down and do this. And we'll close out on the foily kitty cat. He's all packed up and ready to go for his adventure. He's got a fanny pack.